Hey guys, it's John here coming to you with a Disney Store Cinderella review. Here I have for you today, Cinderella. So let's jump right in and have a closer look at her packaging. Packaging wise, Cinderella comes in a light blue windowed plastic sleek box with a cardboard backing which shows a very faint image of the inner stair hallway of the King's Castle. Of course, we have the Disney Store logo at the top corner and Cinderella's name at the bottom in a crowned heart surrounded by yellow filigree swirls with blue and white gems outlining the border of the packaging itself, which also has little sparkle circle and heart decals all over. The back of the packaging displays the Disney Princess logo, a very faint background image of the King's Castle, and the Disney Store Cinderella classic doll herself. So now let's jump right in and have a closer look at Cinderella herself. So here we have Cinderella right out of packaging looking as elegant as always in her signature light powder blue ball gown. Face-wise, Cinderella looks as beautiful as ever with her softly shaped face, twinkling light blue eyes which are side-glancing to the left in Disney Store tradition, shimmering light makeup, rosy cheeks and pink lips. Something that has always been a standout to me with recent Disney Store Cinderella dolls is her makeup, which appears to give off a pearlescent glowing effect which really suits her elegant look perfectly. As for hair, Cinderella has a pulled up variation of a sock bun with soft curled bangs at the front or in a light yellow blonde shade. It definitely would have been nice to see a closer movie accurate strawberry blonde shade instead though. I for one am crossing my fingers for that day to come. Cindy's hair bun itself, though a very interesting representation of the movie French twist, is a little bit of a letdown, not being so appealing when viewed from the back. The bun itself looks great from the front and would have been perfect if there was some way the back bottom end sections could have been tucked away somehow, but unfortunately that's not the case here. Like I've always said about this hairdo, it's definitely business at the front and party at the back. Moving down to clothing, Cinderella is donning her signature ball gown which consists of a light powder blue headband, round light blue earrings, black choker, a light powder blue gown with silver glittering filigree swirl, sparkle and circle decals at the bottom section with silver gem accents, white puff sleeves and peplum, and of course her famous glass slippers. Overall, the outfit is extremely nice, achieving the iconic look as a whole with most elements present and extra added touches included which enhance the look. Saying that though, it appears that slight changes and little missing pieces at the end makes it feel a little bit incomplete. The basic gown itself is gorgeous with silver filigree patterns and gems sprinkled onto the dress. This design really suits Cinderella's look perfectly, giving off the fancy magical effect, and after all her dress was made by her fairy godmother. The whole outfit has minimal glitter which I love, and the glitter that is present is contained to the bottom of the gown's filigree swirl, sparkle and circle decals that go all the way around the skirt matching Cinderella's packaging border, tying in the 2015 theme together. The glitter itself is also not too shabby either, since it seems to not shed at all unlike the ones on previous year's dolls. I have to say my personal favourite elements of this outfit are definitely the white organza puff sleeves and peplum, which are constructed beautifully. I think the only real issues I have overall are the missing opera gloves that now leave Cinderella's arms bare and glass slippers which appear to look more like jelly flats. Though I am happy that they are at least translucent jelly flats at that. Comparison wise, standing next to my custom Disney Store Cinderella that I've mixed and matched to get as movie accurate as possible, which now consists of a 2013 head, 2012 body, gloves and glass slippers, 2012 classic film collection 10-pack choker and dress, and 2012 Cinderella deluxe doll gift set petticoat, the Cinderella 2015 classic doll shares a lot of similarities, which include her hairstyle, headband, earrings, choker and overall body minus the articulated plastic legs, though saying that she does have slight differences such as face paint, which now appears a lot darker, thicker and softer all at once. Further noticeable changes include her added glitter filigree and gem accents, along with some more changes on a few pieces of her outfit, such as the trim outline detailing on her bodice now being removed, looking a lot simpler and more movie accurate. The neckline of the bodice as well is shaped as a slight V compared to the straight low-cut neckline, again being more movie accurate, though the V point at the bottom of the bodice seems to be a lot subtler now compared to the former, unfortunately. Cindy as well is sadly missing her pair of opera gloves now. Her puff sleeves and peplum are now constructed using organza rather than the satin previously used. Though this new version looks really beautiful, it's not as movie accurate as the former. Her dress this year now appears to be ever so slightly darker. The 2015 Cinderella is as well missing a petticoat, which I personally would think is essential for the type of ball gown she wears. Without the petticoat, the dress itself falls flat and doesn't envelop the characteristics that the original dress had. And lastly, her glass slippers seem to have been stored away, now replaced with a pair of jelly flats this year. Best to be comfy when dancing all night at the ball, I suppose. All in all, even though I have my preferences about certain aspects, I altogether think that the 2015 and my custom Cinderella doll both show that they have their pros and cons. Saying that though, I do think that this year's version of Cinderella as a whole is stunning in her own unique way and is quite close to perfect. Articulation wise, Cinderella here can rotate her head completely 360, tilt it up, down, and side to side. Her arms can also rotate completely 360 as well as being able to be pushed up. Her elbow can be rotated completely 360 and has about 90-degree range. Her hands can also be rotated completely 360 and be tilted up and down. As for legs, Cinderella can move her legs forward, back, and do the splits. She has the rubber click knees as well that can be clicked a few times. Overall, I'm happy with the Disney Store Cinderella. She has nice aesthetics with minimal glitter, which I like. This year's filigree and gem detailing theme as well is really beautiful and suits Cinderella's ball gown to a T. It's also really nice to see little details such as the ones on her bodice now seem to be getting closer to the original design. It is a little bit of a letdown though that her iconic glass slippers have been downgraded to a pair of jellies, though looking on the bright side, at least they're translucent. Articulation sadly as well is a letdown, continuing to be very limited in her legs, prohibiting her from getting into any dynamic poses. All in all, this Cinderella has her pros and cons. On one side, she's looking as gorgeous as ever with her new filigree sparkling ball gown, which this year's theme really suits. Though on the other hand, she's missing a few elements and key features, which downgrades her already quite simple look. If you already have a Disney Store Cinderella of recent years, I would say this one could be a pass, since the basic doll herself seems to not have any major changes in her face aesthetically and definitely not in her body functionally. If you don't have a Cindy though, just want to update or like this year's outfit, this is the doll for you. I highly recommend the Disney Store Cinderella for any Cinderella, or Disney princess enthusiasts in general. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye!